Welcome back, Daydreamer. In this episode, we're going to start on something that I got some feedback from Instagram about, customizing the G-Gundam.
Ragtag Daydreams is sponsored by NewTypeHQ.com.
I've done some work to this kit to light the eyes and the head, but I really didn't do much else, and I'm really excited to get started on this. And remember, if you like this content, please give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to share with other people that you think may like it. The more subscribers I get, the more cool things that I can do, and that includes a 200 sub giveaway that is approaching. It's coming up hopefully pretty quick, and before 2020 we should have a giveaway to give away. It's a kit. But that's all I'm going to tell you guys for right now. So let's get into this and see what we can do today. You guys asked for it. Let's start customizing this guy. Okay, that's what we have so far. Let's clean that up a little bit. Okay, there we go. The only thing is, now I can see the tab that's right there, so something will have to change about that. It's not so bad. It's not as bad as it was. I think that I can hide that with some black paint. So, that's okay. I'm going to try out some really great tools that I got sent from a nice fellow in Indonesia. They are custom scribers. And thanks to a newly married Tom, the not-so-average builder, if you haven't found him yet, check out his channel. He's the one that introduced me to the fellow who makes these scribers. So, this is my first time trying them out, and I'm on camera, so hopefully I don't screw anything up. Let's try. So cool. There's the first part of that panel. Let's try this side. Oh, it wants to get squirrely. It wants to get real squirrely. Alright, now that one's way rougher, but it's there. Yikes. That's really not doing what I want it to do. Okay, so what did we learn? That I apparently don't know how to use these scribers, or they were not of the quality that other people have gotten. And I would probably say that it's me, and I don't know how to use these scribers. Okay, so here you have my first attempt. Things got a little squirrely right here. I'm sure you can tell. But here's the second attempt. That is much cleaner. I just took some time, calmed down, took a breather, and this came out much better. So that should go to show, like, there's plenty of room to do really cool things with this stuff, but just give yourself enough time. Really take a breather if you're not getting it right there. I feel like scribing something, especially with these tools, that they're going to remove a lot more stuff at once, especially, let's see, what is this? The 1mm here. Yeah, that's the 1mm. This one's going to take off a lot more than just the Tamiya Scriber or something like that. That makes it more difficult. This is the 1/2 millimeter. Okay. And that's going to take off about as much as the Tamiya whenever it gets kind of deep, and so you start widening that line, because remember the Tamiyas are the Tamiya Scribers right here. This is a V channel. Okay, so that makes a little V right there. These, however, here's the one to show you because it's larger. You see how the top of that is squared off? That's going to make a flat groove. So that's why these are, I think, very much a upgrade from the Tamiya Scriber. And this is the 0.15. And I mean, look how this is like a blade cutting through that stuff. It's very thin, very thin. These front skirts, though, I pretty much just screwed them up big time. They look like trash. So I'm gonna have to do something different with those. That's okay. We can cover that with plot plate if necessary. They come off of the tops of the feet, right there, and see what we can do with this. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. That's good. Yeah, put them together and let them make a match. Let's get to trimming. Remember, guys, please be careful whenever you're using a hobby knife the way that you're seeing me use one here. It is not a cheap hobby all by itself to build Gunpla and to customize them and buy tools and paints, but it's going to be an even more expensive hobby if you cut yourself and have to go take a trip to the emergency room. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I'm okay with that. Okay, and there we go. Both of those are notched out, ready to go. Okay, for our next panel line, let's try to do a wraparound panel line on this one. Curve pieces so far have been pretty hard to do, but I'm just going to try it out. This is a new beginnings kind of thing for this kit, and if necessary, we'll just fill it back in and go along our merry. I'm going to go ahead and try for the 1/2 millimeter on this one for a little bit of a beefier line. Oh, that's cool. It actually did connect up front, just from the flick at the end. I was hoping that would happen. That is great. It actually turned out pretty decent. Okay, I think my hands are getting a little too unsteady for the scribing work. Again, it's a very exciting thing to scribe, but especially with these new scribers here, the precision to make that first line and not being able to rely upon a point scribe like this one to set that mark, because you have a point on your Tamiya scribe. Okay, not being able to rely on that as a guide mark is actually really nerve-wracking. So I'm going to take a break, and we're going to put on some extra plot plate. Okay, again, we're just going to use extra thin Tamiya cement. Remember, guys, that this does melt the plastic. It does not glue the plastic. We're going to put some down right here. Old bottle, it almost needs to be replaced, actually. Since I've got big fat fingers, I'm going to use this to just barely nick the tip into the plastic and be able to place it down. That's going to go there. Fantastic. So there's a couple more plates on there. Okay, looks pretty good. They give it a little leg flare here. Gotta get that action going. I just have to. Can't help myself. Can't help myself. I like it. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop today. It's a big process. It's a big process, as you guys know from the Rick Diaz episode of Making a Crap Kit Better. It's a long process in order to make sure that panel lines are added and scribed and plot plate and planning out and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work and if you're doing the right thing or not. So yeah, it's a whole process, and you guys should know that too. I'll catch back up with you later on in a future episode to finish up this kit and do a little bit more work to it and just see how it comes along. So again, if you're interested in keeping up with this kit and how it comes together and the full build, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I post new things, like the videos coming up to show you how this kit gets fully customized and completed. Don't forget to look in the description below. I have all of my social media information there, as well as a Teespring account link so that you can get the merch that I've designed. Hopefully I designed it well and you actually want it. So don't forget to check that out. Anything that you purchase from there does help this channel. As you may know, kits and tools and paints, they're not cheap. We all do this because we love to do it, and that's why it's our hobby, but it's not exactly the cheapest hobby in the world, so whatever you decide to purchase from that store really, really does help me out. Thanks. Other things that you may want to know about coming up is I have a potential collab video where myself and the not-so-average builder Tom, if you don't know him, check out his channel. And it's a little bit of a secret project right now, so I'm not going to give you any details on it, but stay tuned, keep checking back in with me, and you'll definitely see it. And before I go, I know you guys have been interested in seeing this completed kit. I will put in a lot of more detailed pictures to make sure you guys can keep up with how that's coming out, but I do a little work, I stop, I do a little work, I stop. It's all the time work in progress. Don't forget to check out my other videos right here to learn and see more of what I've done with Gunpla and other model kits. Until next time, I'm Justin, your ragtag daydreamer, and I'll see you soon.